Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And thank you all for being here. Let me first recognize council members Wengay Newton and Darden Rice. Thank you both for being here with us today. My outstanding Deputy Mayor, Dr. Kanika Tomlin. And I see an awful lot of friendly faces, and we're so glad to see you all here and have you with us today. And given the focus of many of my recommendations today, we thought that this building was an appropriate location for this press conference. We are in a LEED certified gold building. It was built to withstand a Category 5 hurricane. The sustainable design of this building maximizes daylighting, incorporates energy efficient lighting, HVAC systems, and incorporates recycled material and solar collections. This is a great building, and we want to invite all of you to stick around afterwards if you'd like to have a tour of this building. You know, in 2010, the Deepwater Horizon rig exploded, causing a massive oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. 11 people died. Oil leaked for about 3 months, and the Gulf Coast economy suffered. In 2012, the city retained outside counsel to initiate legal action on behalf of the city of St. Petersburg for the recovery of the loss of revenue and for other damages. We filed suit in April of 2013 against BP Exploration and other defendants. And in July of 2015, we agreed to a proposed settlement in the amount of $8 million, with a net to the city of just under $6.5 million. Now, as I communicated to our city council yesterday, I believe the fiscally responsible thing to do with one-time funds is to use them for one-time investments. And first and foremost, I believe these funds should be used to make us a greener city, a more sustainable city, a more resilient city, a better city. The substantial rain in late July and early August showed us how disruptive our new climate can be. Our goal should be to enhance St. Petersburg's ability to respond to such challenges. And that's why I'm asking Council to set aside more than $1 million for a comprehensive resiliency plan. I'm also asking Council for $250,000 for a climate action plan. A roadmap, if you will, to guide the city toward becoming carbon neutral. This plan includes, at a minimum, a greenhouse gas emissions inventory, reduction targets, and actions to reach our goals. And I know Councilmember Rice and her committee share this priority. I'm also recommending $1 million for the replacement or repair of wastewater assets near environmentally sensitive natural resources, like Clam Bayou. This money is in addition to the nearly $25 million already included for wastewater capital improvement projects between FY16 and FY 2020. Now, I know Councilmember Nurse wants more money in this category, but I believe these settlement funds are unique, and they should be used to address items that would otherwise not be a priority. I am recommending energy retrofits for city facilities, totaling $1 million. And this investment will allow us to prioritize and replace city infrastructure that is inefficient, such as the replacement of lights with more efficient LED lighting, the replacement of inefficient HVAC systems, and the replacement of energy efficient windows at our city facilities. And my administration will develop a priority list of potential upgrades, and the projects with the largest return on investment will be funded first. I'm recommending $1 million toward our bike share program. The city has issued a request for proposals for a bike share system to be implemented in 2016. Now, if we choose a vendor and operating model that calls for the city to own the infrastructure, such as the bikes and the kiosks, the initial capital investment is estimated to be $2 million. And while there could be other models that would call for a contractor to own the infrastructure, a city-owned system is strongly contemplated. So by utilizing $1 million of these resources toward the bike share program, we begin to lessen our community's dependence on fossil fuels, on companies like BP. We lower vehicle emissions, We provide more transportation choices and encourage active transportation, a major component of the Healthy St. Petersburg initiative that Dr. Tomlin is spearheading. Additional resources have been identified, so the $1 million from this settlement will complete the initial funding requirement. I'm also asking City Council to set aside $350,000 for a pilot program for a St. Petersburg to Tampa high-speed ferry. Now, like bike share, this investment also promotes and makes feasible alternative transportation options that support the city's goal around reducing car emissions and traffic efficiencies. It is a contingent investment, and it represents the city's contribution to a pilot program that will provide ferry service from the downtown St. Pete to Channelside area. Now, if the other participants don't provide their share of the investment, the city won't either. If that's the case, these resources will be reallocated to our resiliency or our sustainability initiatives. I'm recommending $266,000 for the purchase of land next to Shore Acres Recreation Center. Acquiring this land will provide additional options for the reimagining of a new, sustainably built Shore Acres Recreation Center. And as you know, this rec center is extremely vulnerable to flooding, and the families that utilize this center deserve our best efforts. I'm recommending a $250,000 investment in a new research vessel. In the immediate aftermath of the BP oil spill, the Bellows research vessel was there collecting data and measuring impacts. Now, this is a contingent investment, and it represents the city's contribution to the replacement of the USF Marine Sciences Bellows research vessel. Again, if the other participants do not provide their share of the investment, the city will not either. And if that's the case, these resources can be allocated to our resiliency or sustainability initiatives. And I'm recommending $125,000 for more trees. You all may remember former Mayor Dave Fisher, who I appointed as my tree czar. Mayor Fisher has gone around the city and has identified locations in each district where we can plant additional trees. This would plant 250 additional trees which provide shade, they provide a reduction of urban heat island effects, and water quality treatment, among other benefits that we get. And again, they'll be planted in all 8 districts. And finally, I'm recommending the creation of a $1 million arts endowment. An arts endowment is critical to the arts and cultural institutions in St. Petersburg, ensuring ongoing funding for operational support of the arts. It's critical. By residing at the Community Foundation of Tampa Bay, the fund will attract donors who know that it will never be used for any other purpose other than to support the arts in St. Petersburg. Now, through the years, the fund's principal will grow, and prospective donors will be encouraged to leave a legacy by including the Arts Endowment in their estate planning. Initially, with a $1 million seed, the fund is expected to generate an additional $40,000 annually to supplement arts grants funding. Simply put, this is a golden opportunity to create the endowment that we have always wanted here in St. Petersburg. And I strongly recommend this item be supported by City Council. I believe Council has already voiced support for many of these items that I've just identified, but I take nothing for granted. And so I would ask that anyone here, anyone who sees this news report and reads about it, who supports these recommendations, please reach out to Council and express your support for these items. I thank you all again for being here, and may the sun always shine on us brightly here in St. Petersburg. Thank you so much.